Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? It's Just here. Welcome back to my channel. We're back to the reaction to The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. This is Season 1, Episode 3. Bye. And after this episode, we will officially be halfway through this first season already, well, potentially only season. Fingers crossed it's not, though, because I am absolutely loving it so far. I feel like we're 2 for 2 with the first 2 episodes, and after having gone back to edit them for YouTube, I think I slightly prefer the second one, but overall, they're pretty much neck and neck. Fantastic start to the series, but I can't wait to jump back into the show because to see Rick now reconnect with Michonne while remaining undercover while they devise a scheme to get the hell out of this place, I am so here for it. It just sucks because as we saw at the end of the last episode, we saw an appearance from the trash queen herself, Jadis, who is obviously there to throw a wrench into our plans, and if it comes down to it, you might even have to take her out at some point. So there's only one way to find out if that actually goes down. So if you guys look at my full reaction to the show, link to my Patreon is down in the description below, or subscribe to the channel. Now's a very good time. Click that button down below, smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. Years ago.
All right, listen up.
How many years ago?
Hey, can you pass me a napkin? All right. They're gonna save you. Not a fry guy?
Look at the hair.
Been a regular at this place for a month, so that whenever your orientation happened, I would be here, and we could talk.
Heads up. Ow. Hey.
Yeah.
You're Renee.
You know your shit.
If you see someone take a walker's head off and chuck it like that at another walker's head, take it out. Double kill. They're an A. Rick's gonna be like, yo, chill. You get yourself caught. It's like they're in high school now or something.
Major Donald Okafor had a wife. And that night, he could have made sure he'd see her again. But he dropped those bombs, ending everything he was, everything he had. Some of you know what this sword means to me. It was Revolutionary War General Hugh Mercer's sword. Mercer had different lives. He fought on different sides in different wars. I believe you can draw a straight line between his sacrifice and Donald Okafor's sacrifice.
Man, he's perfect for this role.
Thank you, sir.
Like his age.
I warned him you two weren't going to be worth
He was
the
forming the
trouble.
A-team.
You're crazy. Just like Murdoch.
I keep thinking pharmacon, an ancient Greek word meaning both poison and the cure. I think about that when your name comes up, Grimes. Dawn, I need to speak with you privately. Let's take a ride.
Yes, sir. I'm Command Sergeant Major Thorne now. Bill promoted me.
He has to know, though, she'd be relaying all info to
I'm going
Rick.
to need you to take over logistics at Cascadia Ford Operating Base. More than 17,000 in this force, and she's on his radar. I'm moving up, and I can't have her pull me down. I just need you to know that.
She won't. I'll make sure.
You will.
She's good, man. She won't.
You didn't hear what I heard. You didn't see what I saw. You will.
If Michonne wasn't in the picture, they'd obviously have a thing. I can't be the only one thinking it. But I'm sure Jada said the same thing. And feels the same way.
I'm not coming.
No!
And if you don't go, you'll never get away. And we both die here.
Fuck!
The only way to get you back to Judith is that I stay here to make sure.
And RJ.
If you love me, you'll go.
State your business, soldier.
She's gone. And you're helping me make her stay gone.
How is she gone?
I made it look like she died trying.
I don't believe that, Rick.
She didn't know she was leaving without me.
You still want to kill me, Rick?
Yes.
I can't kill you. People are a resource. You're part of this now. Our fates are bound.
How's that?
I found a body.
Again, I did save your life.
Now you get to save hers. You're a hero. With a shit haircut.
Yes. You said it.
You would give me the answers.
A chance very few get. Very few in the entirety of this force. Very few in the world.
I would say yes.
Alright, let's ease up on the knife now. You got the answer you wanted.
Sergeant Major, this consignee will be joining us for clearing operations at Cascadia Base.
Weapons?
Promoted.
Fuel stick only.
Yo, promotion within like 3 days. That's how you know you're good.
We have a significant sink breach on the perimeter bars with scatters already incurring. That is the obstacle. The plan, get set back.
The
Do we
plan.
allow the plan to get set back?
No.
One soldier takes the RDM through the breach.
Who has the ball, ma'am?
I do. Things go sideways, you get lost in the fog. Don't panic. It's your PRV.
I don't know if we'll be back.
Pull the DB Cooper. No, don't show me next time. I hate seeing previews for the next time. I just not a fan of it, but oh my god, what an ending. Whew. I was a little bit worried there for a second that they're going to build up this huge mission with Thorn and then save it for the next episode, because I heard even before the series premiered that episode 4 is absolutely insane. I don't know why, I don't know the reasoning behind it. That's all I read, that's all I heard, but yeah, so I have known that apparently episode 4 is going to be nuts, and the next one is actually titled What We. So yeah, and then Become, and then finally The Last Time. But yeah, I was a little bit worried that they'd save all the action for the next episode because I have heard good things about it, but that wasn't the case. They definitely stepped up. We saw basically her entire mission this episode, and Thorn almost took out Michonne. So yeah, we got some stuff to talk about, especially at the very end there with the DB Cooper that Michonne pulled. Yo, that was absolutely insane. She grabbed, well, first she just undid her seatbelt, she grabbed Rick and yeeted them both out the freaking helicopter in the middle of a thunderstorm. So that was absolutely insane. But before we go any further, alright guys, that was The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, Season 1, Episode 3, Bye. And for the first majority, maybe more than half the episode, it was a little bit of a frustrating episode because we knew, especially with what Rick tried to do earlier on in the episode where he tried to escape with Michonne but basically set it up so she would escape without him. We know Michonne, she hasn't come this far, especially halfway through the season. We know she's not just going to be like, all right, well, Rick said to leave, so I guess I'm going to leave. I'm going to go back home. I'm going to let everybody know that, oh, don't worry about Rick. He's cool over there. So we knew that wasn't going to be the case, but it was just frustrating that we still had to see that. And it was almost like frustrating to see his reaction to it as well, where the next day, Michonne's still there. Even Thorn's like, hey, your buddy's still there. How are you going to deal with her? And he looks over like, Michonne, she's back? How is this possible? So it's like, bro, I know it's been some time since you've last been with Michonne, but nothing's changed. If anything, she's become more strong-willed, more passionate, more intense, more of an A. Never mind an A, she's a triple A. They need to develop a new category for Michonne because we saw in this episode too, everything that she was doing. From first they set her up as just one of the minions on the wall, give her one of those sticks and just piercing through the wall that we saw Rick doing earlier this season. But no, then she started going intense. She freaking pulls a walker's head off with one of the sticks, and then she chucks the walker's head at another walker's head, taking them both out in order to save another one of the minions' lives. So, yeah, that's not AAA status. I don't know what is. Like, it was pretty damn clear to everyone. And the first thing that Rick even said to Michonne is, don't let them know who you are. Don't show that you're strong. Don't show that you're a leader. And then one episode later, Michonne is doing freaking zombie or walker tricks, taking the heads off and chucking them at the other heads. So, yeah, I think the jig is up in terms of Michonne keeping her or remaining undercover. So, yeah, that was kind of funny. But regardless, that's just Michonne is. Like, I know the smarter thing would be to just play weak. Like, you don't really know what the hell is going on, but that's just not Michonne. Like, she's there, and she's even more motivated that next day after when she was pissed off at Rick, where for him even trying that bullshit the night before, we're like, you think I'm going to leave without you? Come on now. Like, you're the father of my child that you don't even know about yet, so I'm going to get you out of here. I'm letting you know about the child. Make sure that you're aware. You can start paying child support for RJ and actually be there as the father. Obviously, it's not Rick's fault, but regardless, Yeah, I can't wait till he actually finds out as well, because he keeps on mentioning Judith, and then we even saw the mention of Carl this episode. That almost got me, but the moment when he actually finds out about RJ, and man, she might even save it for when he actually gets back to Alexandria. They both make it home, like the series finale. Judith runs up, he's like, Judith, they hug, and then RJ runs up, he's like, who the fuck are you? So yeah, hopefully she prepares him, lets him know beforehand, but regardless, yeah, I can't wait for that day when he actually finds out. That's gonna be like a genuinely sweet moment. But this episode too, where Michonne actually went up to where Rick had the drawings done. I forget what the dude's name was. It was on the side. I said it once during the episode. It's completely slipped my mind now. But regardless, he seems super cool. He remembered her from the drawings, which is kind of crazy because it seems like he does a lot of drawings, and then he remembered exactly what he wrote as well. Keep believing or don't stop. And then yeah, so that was great to see. That was an emotional moment. The mention of Carl too. He's like, you open up a lot quicker than him because it took like 3 years or something like that for him to actually say names. But upon first meeting, she's like, Judith and Carl and me. And yeah, that was just a great moment. I definitely teared up as well. So that was great to see. But Thorne, speaking of frustrating moments as well, never mind the escape involving trying to get Michonne out and send her away. Thorne this episode also, my God, that actually pissed me off where she was pointing the gun at her. Like, I understand, like, she's kind of like undermining you a little bit in front of your team. It's like your first day on the job, this consignment. It's kind of like taking over like on a power trip here. Like, I get that. Like, she's not following orders, but at the same time, the mission was completed. She absolutely destroyed it. Like, nobody was hurt. Everybody's life was saved. Like, I don't even think any of the other members were even questioning her authority. So maybe if we would have seen a scene like that where the other CRM members are like, hey, we gotta start following Michonne, never mind Thorne, like, then yeah, I would kind of get that more, but we never got that scene, so there was no reason for me to believe that Thorne should actually be taking that risk to actually take out Michonne like that. So yeah, I didn't really get that at all, but obviously there's some slight beef. She doesn't know the full story yet involving who exactly Michonne is and her relation to Rick, so yeah, that's going to come out eventually. And then at the end of the episode, we did see Michonne finally got to see Jadis, and she's like, what the fuck? Is that Jadis? And then Jadis, man, she was being a bitch all episode too, where she's like, yeah, I kind of let people know that if something were to happen to me, to go to you. And then earlier on this episode, because the entire time I was like, yeah, just kill her off, man. Just be done with her. But obviously she has to have a backup plan in place so Rick doesn't do that. And then at the end of the episode, like, just all the smirky things she was saying, like, hey, you want to come back to my quarters? I got some whiskey back there. And then, oh, she hasn't seen me yet. Is that her? I think she's going to see me here? And then, oh, she saw me. So... And Jadis was pissing me off this episode. If I sound or look a little bit more groggy too, I was up all night, super sick, so I'm running on like 2 hours sleep right now. So I'm probably going to cut this recap a little bit short, but that's the reason why as well. But I was like, you know what, I need my Walking Dead fix. I can't put it past another day. Regardless, I'm doing it for the people. I'm doing it for my 100 views that I get per reaction. I'm doing it for y'all, so hopefully you appreciated this one. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for the next episode now because of how the episode ended with Michonne grabbing Rick, jumping from the chopper in the middle of this thunderstorm, pulling a DB Cooper, prison break shit. Yeah, man, next episode's probably gonna be nuts. Them on the run. Rick's probably gonna be pissed off too because that wasn't even his decision. He's just along for the ride at this point. He had no, at least I don't think there was any discussion about that. That was just Michonne acting on a whim. So the fact that she's like, fuck this, right after seeing Jadis too. So she was already pissed off at Rick, pissed off at seeing Jadis, and she's like, you know what, I'm gonna go on a whim right now. I'm gonna get us both out of here. So that's exactly what she tried to do, and because we still have 3 episodes, I don't think it's gonna be a successful escape, but regardless, I'm still excited to see how it all plays out. They might send absolutely everybody, all their war dogs at this point. Jadis on the ultimate manhunt. Terry O'Quinn, he even said this episode too, like, Rick, I'm still not sure about you. I don't know if where you fall just yet, but apparently he was going to be promoted regardless. So Thor was promoted, Michonne was promoted, Rick was about to be promoted, everybody was getting promoted this episode. Look under your seats. You get a promotion, you get a promotion, you get a promotion. So yeah, a lot of shit went down this episode, but they definitely set up for what's to come with the remaining 3 episodes. So that cliffhanger at the freaking end, I really wish we had the next episode right now, just so I can see them at least land on the ground. Like, obviously they're all equipped with parachutes should something go wrong in the air, but yeah, I just want to see how that whole thing plays out. So next episode should be absolutely insane. And I'm definitely, that's my prediction as well. Jadis, she's going to send out like all the units, all the war dogs. They're going to be on an ultimate manhunt for Rick. Terrio Quinn's going to be out there too to get him back. They're probably actually going to have some dogs out there too, sniffing their trails. So yeah, they're going to be on the run, man. It's going to be insane. So maybe that's the only way. Maybe they, at this point, maybe they don't go back because Thorne's going to be there as well. But at some point, I think she even said this episode, they're family. So what was the other thing that came up this episode too? Oh, the tapping that we didn't see it this episode where Thorne said to Michonne, you tap the thing on your buckle and one of the CRM choppers will come find you within like a 300-meter distance or whatever. So, okay, maybe that's my new prediction. While they're on the run, Michonne and Rick, they get into a bad spot and they're forced to call for help. Maybe they get absolutely surrounded, or maybe they land in the middle of a horde or something. So maybe they don't have a choice but to actually go back, because I was thinking, wait, are they even going to go back at all? Maybe for the rest of the season, it's just going to be on them on the run. And that was the last time that we see Rick and Michonne back at the camp. But no, I'm pretty sure because of that one previous conversation that we did see this episode by Thorne, that was definitely a setup for something to come later. There's no reason why they would show us that, and then they don't bring it back in the future. So I'm fully expecting that to come into play, and then that's how they're brought back at some point. That's how they find them. So yeah, damn it. I wish I would have thought about that. So yeah, I'm definitely hyped for the next episode. Hopefully you guys are as well. But as always, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like, subscribe, really helps my channel grow. Until next time, I am out. Enjoy your night. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well, I'm not the one to be yo-yo, and when you put that shit on me, then I watch you leave, let you back.